Good morning, children. So we have started congruent triangles, congruency of triangles. So in this in this topic, we will try to show that two given triangles are congruent, or you can say exactly same, identical. Two triangles will be said to be congruent or identically same when the pair satisfies some condition. Okay. Now there are altogether 5 conditions. In order to say that given triangles are congruent, one of the condition, okay, one of the condition has to be satisfied by those two triangles. Okay, then only we can say the given triangles are congruent. Okay. So the actually we had discussed in the previous class also, and you all were supposed to write it down in your copy, maths copy. So I will just recall. First one was SAS means side angle side. Let's say you have two triangles ABC and DEF. Suppose this is equal to this is equal to this, and the angle including, okay, these two sides equal. Then we say that these two are exactly same, or we say that they are congruent to each other. Clear? This was the first condition. Suppose if you have two triangles and you can see that this is happening for those two triangles, then you can easily say that these two triangles are congruent. Okay. Second, angle side, AAS. Okay. So let's say I have ABC and here I have another one DEF. Suppose this is 30 degree, this is 30 degree, this is 50 degree, here we have 50 degree. Okay, and let's say this is equal to this. Okay, so we would say that these two are congruent. The reason is here you can see that the same side BC contains 30 and 50 angle. So we have got one side in this triangle also which contains 30 and 50. Okay, and here you see that this arm D, or you can say this side, okay, which has got 30 over here, is equal to this side, same, here 30 and here these two are equal. So angle side, angle side. Okay, so these two will be called congruent, or they are same. Okay, next we had discussed side. One triangle is there, ABC. This is 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 5 centimeter. Here I have another one. This is 2 centimeter, this is 5 centimeter, this is 3 centimeter, DEF. So we'll say that these two are congruent. The reason is AB2, then we have here EF2, BC5, so here DF5, AB3, so here we have D3. Side, by condition side, these two will be congruent. Okay, then comes angle side angle. So there is one triangle, let's say A B C, and here I have D E F. Okay, now this angle, let's say 30 degree, this side is 5 centimeter, here this is 30 degree, this is 5 centimeter, okay, and this is let's say 70 degree, and here let's say it's 70 degree, okay. So these two will be congruent. The reason is angle, side, angle, 35 30 degree, length 5, and here 70, 35 centimeter, 70, yes. So these two will be congruent, okay, because these two are satisfying this condition, okay. So altogether we have got 5 conditions. If you see that the given triangles are satisfying any one of them, okay, then you can easily say they are congruent, okay. Next is RHS. RHS is for right angle triangles. So let's say I have two right angle triangles. Right angle triangles means one angle is 90 degree, okay. This is 90, let's say, okay, and then comes H. H stands for hypotenuse. You know hypotenuse is the side opposite to 90 degree. So let's say this is 10 centimeter. For this also it's 10 centimeter. And if it happens that let's say this is 5 and here this is 5. So these two will be congruent because here right angle means 90 degree, okay, hypotenuse 10, okay, and one is 5 centimeter, okay. So in due to this axiom, or you can say condition or criteria, these two triangles will be congruent, okay. So these are all 5 conditions that you should keep in mind while solving or while proving the triangles to be congruent. So now we are going to move on to the exercise, okay. So let us see. Okay children, so now we come to exercise 8A, question number 1. Here it says in figure 8.36, so this is your figure, and they are saying that AB and CD bisect each other. When I say that two lines, let's say L1 and L2 bisect each other at a point O, then it means that O is the midpoint, O is the midpoint of these two lines, okay. Let's say L2 is 10 centimeter, then this side you will get 5 centimeter and this side you will get 5 centimeter. Let's say this is L1 is 8 centimeter, so this is 4 centimeter, this will be 4 centimeter, okay. So in this question it's saying that your AB and CD, this is your AB, okay, this is your CD, clear, and they are bisecting each other at point K. It means that K is the midpoint, means half this AK will be equal to KB and CK will be equal to KD, okay. And next what they want from you, they want you to show that AC, okay, this AC is equal to this BD, okay. Now what comes to your mind, okay, that how we are going to proceed to show this AC is equal to BD. So here we see that this AC is a side of this triangle, okay. Can you see this AC is side of this triangle and your BD is side of this triangle, clear? And already you see that this AK, okay, AK is equal to this KB. Why these two are equal? Because this AB and CD are bisecting at K, okay, getting it? So therefore this AK is equal to KB, but this KB is part of which triangle? This triangle, okay, and AK is part of this triangle, and further your CK, okay, is equal to KD. So what, and further what we observe that this angle will be equal to this angle, vertically opposite, okay. So we have two triangles over here. One is AKC, okay, AKC, and the other one is BKD, BKD, clear? And you can clearly see that this side is equal to this side is equal to this side, and this angle is equal to this angle. So here we can see side angle side, side angle side, okay. So due to this axiom side angle side, these two triangles, okay, these two triangles means, I mean to say these two triangles are congruent, means they are exactly same. If they are congruent, then corresponding sides and corresponding angles have to be equal, okay. So that means now this side will be equal to this side, hence it's proved, okay. So this was explanation. Now I will write it down for you, okay. So before I write, I will draw this, okay. Okay children, so this is the drawing. For the better drawing, you can always refer to your textbook. So I have already explained to you. Now let me write it down for you, okay. So given AB and CD bisect each other at K. Yes, they are they are bisecting each other at K. Since they are bisecting, it means what? That K is the midpoint for AB as well as for CD. Therefore, your AK will be equal to KB and your CK will be equal to KD. Clear till here? Now, in order to show AC is equal to BD, I should show that this triangle 1, okay, and triangle 2, these two triangles are congruent. Yes, I should show that. So now let me write that. So here I will write, since I want to show these two triangles congruent, no, so I have to write in triangle AKC. When I say AKC, I am talking about this triangle, okay, and triangle BKD, BKD. So now in these two triangles, what do we have? Number one, or no need to write number one. In this, your AK will be equal to KB. You can see that this is a side of this triangle, okay, and this KB is side of this triangle, but AK and KB are equal, okay, because AB and KD are bisecting at K. So that's why I've written AK equal to KB, okay, and we shall write the reason, okay. Since you are writing AK is equal to KB, so on what basis you are writing that they are equal? So I should write given, okay, already given to us. And next, your CK will be equal to KD. Now on what basis I am writing this? Because this is also given to me. Okay. Now you know that we have got altogether 5 conditions. First one is side angle, side, yes, angle, side. Then there was, I think, side, side. Then one is angle, side, angle. Okay. Then one is RHS. So you see that in each condition, no, we have got 3 aspects. Okay. 3 things to show in order to show that triangles congruent. So one more thing I need. Okay. So here I have already showed 2 sides equal. Okay. What else I can see there? Okay. I can see that this angle and this angle will be same, vertically opposite. Okay, vertically opposite angles. So I shall write angle BKC is equal to angle angle AKC is equal to angle BKD. Reason, vertically opposite. Here I am writing in short angles. Okay, this is angle symbol and then apostrophe S. Okay, so vertically opposite angles. So here what do you observe? You observe that let me draw with the same color, and this I can draw with blue. So here what do you observe? That side and this angle. Okay, side, angle, side. Okay, so by axiom side, angle, side, these 2 triangles are congruent. So you write, therefore triangle AKC is congruent to triangle BKD by SAS axiom. Okay. So this much is done, but what we are supposed to show? We are supposed to show that AC is equal to BD. That means this side AC is equal to BD. Now we have shown that these 2 triangles are congruent. If these 2 triangles are congruent, then corresponding sides will be equal, corresponding angles will be equal. So this implies that now this side will be equal to this side, then this angle will be equal to this angle, and this angle will be equal to this angle. Okay, so once you show that 2 triangles are congruent, then the corresponding parts, okay, where it includes side and angles, are going to be equal. Okay, so now I can write therefore AC is equal to BD. Reason I will write CPCT. It means that corresponding, this means part of congruent triangles, CPCT. Okay, it means corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. Clear? So this question is done. Now we will see the next question. Okay. Okay, children. So question number 2. In figure 8.37, so this is the figure. The sides BA, this is side BA, and CA, this is your CA, okay, have been produced such that, so these sides AB and AC have been produced. Produced means they have been produced, this extended, okay, can you see? So it means produced. So AC is produced till E and BA is produced till D, okay. So these have been produced such that AB is equal to AD. So they are saying that AB is equal to AD, means this length and this length equal, okay. Next they are saying that CA is equal to AE. That means, let me take another color. AC is equal to AE, okay. Then what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to prove that, we have to prove that this ED, okay, this ED is parallel to BC. You have to show that this is parallel to this. Now in order to show that ED is parallel to BC, we are supposed to show this angle is equal to this angle, okay, or you can show this angle is equal to this angle. Once you have shown this angle is this equal to this angle, okay, then in that way your BD will be transversal, this will be transversal, and hence these ED and BC will be parallel to each other, okay. Now how can we show that these two angles are equal? If by any mean we could show that this triangle is equal to this triangle, okay. So how we are going to show that? That means I am saying that we are supposed to show that triangle ABC is congruent to, okay, triangle ADE. If we could show this, then we can easily say that this angle equal to this angle, hence ED is parallel to BC. So we can easily show that because already this side is equal to this side is equal to this side, and this is vertically opposite. So side angle side by side angle side axiom, these two are congruent. Since after that, since they are congruent, their corresponding parts will be equal, means corresponding angles equal, corresponding sides equal. So first of all BC will be equal to ED, okay, and this will be equal to this, okay. So let us write down the solution in proper manner, okay. So for that I will draw the figure first. Okay, so we have got this diagram. Now let us write down solution. Given BA is equal to AD and CA is equal to AE, done. Now what we'll do is, now in triangle ABC and in triangle ADE, firstly we have BA equal to AD given to us. Number 2, you can see this angle will be equal to this angle, vertically opposite. So we will write angle BAC is equal to angle DAE, vertically opposite angles. Okay. And thirdly, we have CA is equal to, okay, there is some technical problem. Just wait for a while. Mouse has stopped working. It's taking time. Okay, so now it started working. So thirdly, we have CA equal to AE. Done. This is also given to us. Clear? Now you can see these two triangles will be congruent. Why? Because side angle side. Therefore, triangle ABC congruent to triangle ADE by side angle side axiom. Okay. And once these two triangles are congruent, then corresponding sides. So you can see that this angle is here, this angle is here, this side includes this angle. Okay, clear? And this is equal to this. For this triangle, you have this angle here and this side. For this triangle, you have this side and this angle. So clearly this angle will be equal to this angle. Yes. So these two are corresponding angles. Here these two angles are corresponding angles. So you can see that angle ADE, okay, is equal to ABC. Clear? So once these two are equal, that means this BD is transversal. Okay, hence this ED will be parallel to BC. So now I can write now angle ADE is equal to angle ABC. Reason is CPCT. Why? Corresponding parts of congruent triangles equal. Okay. Thus, BD is a transversal. Hence, ED is parallel to BC. Proved. Okay. Now we will see the next question. Okay, so now let us see question number 3. Here it says in figure 8.38, ABCD is a rectangle. It's a rectangle. P is the midpoint of AB. Q and R are points in AD and BC respectively, such that AQ equal to BR, prove that PQ is equal to PR. So we have to show that this PQ is equal to PR. And what we have been given? We have been given that AQ is equal to BR. So this AQ is equal to BR, and they have also said that this P is the midpoint of AB. So P is the midpoint of AB, that means AP will be equal to PB. Yes, same distance. And since ABCD is a rectangle, so these angles are going to be 90 degrees. So this is 90, this is 90. Okay. We are supposed to show that this PQ, okay, is equal to PR. PQ equal to PR. Now in order to show this PQ equal to PR, we will try to show that triangle PAQ is congruent to PBR. Okay. So firstly let me draw the figure. Okay children, so this is the figure for question number 3, and let us do the solution. So given P is the midpoint of AB. Since P is the midpoint of AB, therefore AP is equal to PB, no doubt, and AQ is equal to BR given to us. Yes, no need to write given over here, already I have written given here. So these two information are there. Further, okay, no need to write further. Now let's come to this triangle, a triangle APQ and PBR, because I want to show them congruent. So I'll write in triangle PAQ and triangle PBR. We have got two triangles, and number one what we have is AP is equal to PB given to us. I mean to say that this is equal to this. Okay. And next, since ABCD is a rectangle, so this will be 90 and this will be 90. So angle PAQ and PBR. So next I can write number 2, angle PAQ is equal to angle PBR equal to 90 degree, and the reason is since ABCD is a rectangle. Okay, done. And thirdly we have AQ is equal to BR. This is also given to us. Now you can see that side angle side. Okay, therefore these two triangles PAQ congruent to triangle PBR by side angle side axiom. Okay, and next what we are supposed to show, we are supposed to show that this PQ is equal to PR. Okay, so since these two triangles are congruent, so corresponding parts are going to be equal. Now PQ equal to PR, and the reason is CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangles, proved. Okay, so this is all for today. In the next class we'll see few more questions. Okay.